Okay. All right. So I haven't been live since the week before last. So in this live, I am doing my hair routine. Um, oh, I didn't even say welcome to Flourish and Tresses. Hey, 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 hey. um, so in this live, I am bringing my hair routine to you live. I just I just re-braided my hair in the back this past weekend. So I am going to moisturize and seal my hair to lock in the moisture in hair. So I am going to use Cantu Shea Butter Leave-In Condition Repair Cream. And I am also going to use my aloe, which is in this jar, this bottle right here. So on my hair journey, it is important for me to keep moisture in my hair. So that is why I'm using this today. Let's see. It is intense moisture to soften damaged, dry, or coarse hair. So my hair is definitely all of that. It says benefits helps men hair break, reduces split ends, smooths and moisturizes. So, yeah, let's see. Apply a generous amount of cream to ends of damp hair and work towards roots. Comb through for even distribution. Do not rinse. Apply daily to split ends and damaged areas. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So, while I am doing my routine, oh, and I see that I forgot something actually. Let me. I definitely need this. This is my massager. I definitely need my massager. But while I am doing my hair routine, I want to talk about moms. Oh my goodness. It's been so much going on in the news lately about single moms. So much. So this story came across my Google feed um, a couple weeks ago, actually. And when I seen it, I seen the mom on the cover. It came across my Google feed, so it was great. So I clicked on the video and I see mom on the news, and she was crying, and she was saying that her children basically, and I got to be careful what I say because I'm YouTube. Let me take that back. Her little ones, her little ones, um, uh didn't make it in a car. I'm trying to use other words. It's not really funny, but I'm trying to use other words. So yeah, because YouTube is, yeah, really really strict about what you say. Hi, Oda. Swartz, did I say your name right? Hopefully I said your name right. How are you? Thank you for being here. Please make sure that you like the live. um so her children left the earth due to hypothermia, being in the car. It was very cold temperatures. That story really touched me. Can you give me a shout? Sure. Make sure that you like the live. Shout out to Papa Leas. I hope I said that right, Papa Leas. Um, so they were homeless in a car, and the children, the little ones, was ages 9 and 11. No, I'm sorry, a 2 year old and a 9 year old. And my heart just automatically, my heart was like, wow, that is crazy. Like my heart just went out to her, and I felt so many emotions in that moment because she was saying on the news story that she tried to reach out for help and nobody helped her, and that was the best that she can do. So I had to take a couple little notes about the story. It's just some things that's not sitting right. But again, I don't know. I don't know. I just want a reaction. Okay. All right. I see your comments, but yeah, I'm trying to talk about this news story right now. So, bro, what? Okay. So it happened in Detroit. The children were ages 2 and 9. In the news story, I took notes from the news story. It says on February, the babies were discovered around noon by the mom. So when they said discovered around noon, it kind of threw me for a loop because you are homeless, you're in a vehicle with your children. How how was how was the baby discovered at noon? Um, yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop. So the vehicle she parked she came into the casino. It was a casino lot around 1 a.m. On the ninth floor. The casino is called the Hollywood Casino around 1 a.m. and the vehicle ran out of gas. Okay, so okay, all right. Um and then I was thinking like, well, why would she be at a casino? Like, why would she park at a casino? But then in the news story, they went on to say that basically it's free parking. So that would make sense that it's free parking. So if you are homeless, you don't have any money, you are looking for like the cheapest option and the safest options. And in a news story, they was also saying that it was relatively safe in the parking garage or whatever. So okay, like that would make sense. Then they also went on to say like she would be close to like the bathroom. You could use the bathroom in a casino. So okay, all right. That's making some sense. It's making some sense. So then I found out there were 7 people in this vehicle. So there was 5 children and 2 adults. And the 2 adults was herself and her mom. So mom and grandma and 5 children. Okay. All right. So so the children that were in the car were ages 13 down to age 2. Okay. Now, here's what I don't understand. Okay, so she discovered the one baby um around noon. She discovered the baby around noon. I believe it was the 9-year old. So the story says she called a friend. She called a friend and she also called 911, but she called the friend. Right? So she called the friend to come get the baby, the 9-year old, to take the baby to the hospital because apparently the baby, didn't breathe or the the pulse was weak or whatever. Apparently, she knew something was wrong. So the friend was coming to come get the baby, the 9-year old. The friend picked up the 9-year old, was taking the 9-year old to the hospital, and then the 2-year old is now also not here. So she didn't call the friend back again to come get the 2-year old to the hospital as well. Now, as a mom, as a mom, when something is wrong with my babies, I'm going to either, especially like in a situation like that, I'm going to call 911. So that was a little strange to me. Why wouldn't you call 911 and let 911? I'm sure they would have came and got the baby. call 911 and have them come and get the baby and take the baby to the hospital. That was a little strange to me. Okay, all right. So, let's see. So on November the 20th, I was wondering, like, okay, why are they home? Try to get help or anything. So she did say she tried to get help. She said on November the 20th, well, it said in the story, it said November the 25th, she reached out to a homeless teen. And I remember in the news story, she was saying she was told to call back, but in the reports that I seen, they said that she didn't call back. Okay, all right. So also in the news story I read, the mayor said that basically there is an issue in the city, and basically, in many words, it was nowhere for them to go. So that's the problem. That is a major problem. Like, people are reaching out to you, especially people with children. They're reaching out to you and they saying like they're homeless, they don't have nowhere to go, and they're not getting any feedback. That is a big problem. Um, so what else? Um, However, I did read in the news story they said, according to the news story that I read, it said a few miles away there is a family shelter that opened up on December the 16th. So December the 16th was basically too late. That was too late because she reached out to them November the 20th and nobody helped her. So when I think about these things, I gotta try to put myself in these situations. And nobody can never say like, "Oh, I'm never going to be homeless." So that wouldn't be. I wouldn't be out there with my kids because you never know what might happen. You never know what might happen and why you might end up homeless. Like, you never know. Um, and I can say for myself, I have been homeless one time in my life. Um, I had a son. I had my son, but I was not homeless with my son, fortunately for me. And I was homeless by choice. By choice. I'll talk about that probably in another live or whatever. But I have been homeless one time in my life. Um, and to think like, okay, at this point, if I was to ever become homeless, what would I do? Yes, I would reach out to places. Um, and it's such a stigma. It's such a stigma on so much stuff because you want to reach out to places to get help, but then also you don't want these places to turn it around on you and say, well, you neglect and try to come in and take your children from you. So it's a real tough one. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, my first thought would be, okay, well, I'm going to go to the local social services, and I mean, they can't help me, then we'll just be there until, like, yeah, they help me and my children. But in all reality, that might not be something, you know what I'm saying, you could really do for real. And in this situation, the mayor of the city is actually saying like, yeah, I need to investigate more to find out what's going on with the homeless situation. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me to have a family that's homeless. So, like, then let's talk about the dad. Let's talk about the dad. So they interview with the dad, and right off the bat, he annoyed me. He annoyed me. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. Um, yeah, right off the bat, he annoyed me because the first thing he said when he was talking to the reporter is that he was on the way to the gym when he got the news. So I'm thinking to myself, like, why was it important for you to say you were on the way to the gym? So I was talking to my husband about this story, and it is so true that men think differently than women. But my husband said for an alibi. And I was like, wow, because like if you was at the gym, there are cameras at the gym, and if need be, you need to be come for questioning, they can go back to the cameras and see that you was at the gym. I was like, wow, but so okay, I get that. I get that. It was just his whole nonchalant attitude for me. Like, your children are not here anymore. And it was just like, then he said something about the sob stories. I don't have sob stories or something. The sob stories was your children were homeless. Like, okay, I get it, you know what I'm saying? Things happen in relationships, but your children were homeless. So he said that the mom, he did not know that they were homeless, that she called him and told him to, can she come get the kids? And his response was, if she would have said, well, come get the kids because they homeless, then yeah, he would have came and got them. But she said, come get the kids, just the kids. And basically he had to work and all this other stuff or whatever. And I'm like, it's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. Like this, I've talked about this in a live before. When it comes down to children, when people have children, there should be a 50 responsibility on both sides. It should never be one person is responsible for all of this, and then the other person they do what they can. That is absolutely not right. It's not right at all. And at the same time, we need to know who we land with, because if you know who you laying down with, then you would know, like, okay, that's not the one that I should be having babies with. Um, so yeah, that really took me all the way out. Then he said, well, he has family that lives around the corner. He could have reached out to his family. So, like, wouldn't you reach out to your family? That's not her family, that's your family. Those are your children. So you should have reached out to your family, like, okay, all right, okay, let me see if my cousin or my sister or whoever can take the kids or whatever, because I don't know what's going on with you or whatever and everything, but you reaching out to me saying come get the kids. Let me see if my family can, I'm saying, scoop them up or whatever. That wasn't the response. He said she could have reached out to his family. So yeah, the dad really annoyed me. Um, so then um, wow, I'm still like, okay, I'm looking at little things online or whatever about this story, and something just recently popped up. Basically, also, a GoFundMe was created, and $50,000 was raised. $50,000 was raised. And I read in one of the news stories that a funeral home said they were going to basically take care of the funeral arrangements. So then, okay, all right, I'm looking, and then uh, videos start saying that the mom of the children was seen on Facebook partying with her family, um, and dancing very provocatively, twerking and all types of stuff, and just having a very good time. And this was probably, it looks to be, I could be, it looks to be maybe like a week after thing went place or whatever. And then I think I seen somewhere it was like the day before, I guess the actual funeral for the children or whatever. So I do know that when there's a death in the family, we do get together as a family. We definitely do. Um, I have never seen a family react that way after a death in a family, and especially of little people. So my first when I seen this, I was like, well, maybe that's like an old video or what that can't be her. That's like an old video or something that they stitched together or whatever. But they saying that that's her. And then there is family members in comments actually going at people and saying that everybody grieves differently. And that is 100% correct. Everybody grieves differently. Nobody grieves the same. Um, but it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me that like and to think for me to try to think to put myself in that situation, like I wouldn't be able to smile, I wouldn't be able to laugh, I wouldn't be able to think, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I would not be able to do anything. But again, that's just me. That's just me. So my question is, who failed? Who failed? Did the system fail the children or did the mom fail the children? Who failed these children? Who failed them? And then what I also want to say is while it looks like things are all good right now and family are gathering around this mom and trying to care for her, I hope that this mom is very aware of what's going on. And then another thing. Okay, all right, let's just say that this is the way she's grieving. Who decided to camera on and put this on live? Who idea was that? And I would be very cautious around those people because when the stuff hit the fan, um, they're not going to be there, and money is all spent. So yeah, I just who would decide? Oh, okay, we partying or whatever, or celebrating what I don't understand. But yeah, let's just go on Facebook Live and let's twerk it out. It's just beyond me. It is absolutely beyond me, and I cannot understand to save my life. But it's not for me to understand. But I really had to talk about that. I really did because when I first seen it, my heart broke in a million pieces because it was like I felt her pain. I felt her pain, like through just that little news story. I felt her pain, like, and she reached out for help. That's what I can't get over because like she definitely did reach out for help, and nobody helped her. Nobody helped her. That's just crazy. Now, in that situation, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure. I really want to say that the system is at fault because yeah, I really feel like the system is at fault for this one. Um, Now there is another mom that I want to about, but I probably will come back on live another day. But the mom in I think she's in Michigan. Um, the mom who abandoned her children for 4 years in a disgusting house. Like, yeah, I will definitely be talking about that. I just I just don't understand. I don't understand. Children are a blessing from God. And yes, as a single mom, it's hard. It's hard. And a lot of people don't understand how hard it is. But at the same time, like, God wouldn't put more than on you than what He feel like that you can handle. And it is it is your life mission to raise the children. It's your that's your mission. Like once you have these children, that is your mission. Like I just I just don't understand. And then when I think about it, like, okay, now all the family, all she now her family, surrounding her and everything. But where was the family at when she needed somewhere to stay? Where was they at? Hmm. I would just be very, very leery and keep my eye on what's going on around me because, yeah, that just seemed right. That's not sitting right with me. All right, so I'm just going to seal this in. But yeah, I definitely think that the system failed this one. Definitely. Like the fact that she reached out for help. If she didn't reach out for help, I would say, okay, well, why is she homeless? And you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. But she reached out for help. She did. And then when I think, okay, well, if I would have went to like a social service office or whatever and sat there. I'm like, well, I'm not leaving because me and my children are homeless. Then the police might get called, and then child protective services will get called, and then next thing you know, they try to take your child, your children. So it's like I don't know that it's just a tough one. It's a tough one, but yeah, I definitely feel like the system failed these little ones most definitely. So I'm just putting olive oil in my hair now. And okay. And thank you so much if you are here. Thank you for liking the live. Appreciate you guys for here. All right. About 30 minutes. Okay. That's not bad. All right. I'm gonna get off of here. I'll see you guys in the next one.